Hello comrades and friends, and welcome to another episode of Grixis Grind. Today I have another few matches for you today with this Kroxa Grixis deck, and I've made some very slight changes. I've turned the 4 Storm's Wrath into a 2 and 2 split between Storm's Wrath and Ritual of Soot, because while Ritual of Soot deals with cards that Storm's Wrath can't deal with, like a big Grixis, and a really large Knight of the Ebon Legion, and stuff like that. Storm's Wrath deals with some cards that Ritual of Soot doesn't deal with, like Planeswalkers, and Questing Beast, and Nightmare Shepherd, and Gary, stuff like that. So I think having both is a good compromise between the argument of having one over the other. Otherwise, I've taken out one of the opts for another Chemist's Insight, just to make it a tiny bit more reliable. I don't believe I've made any other changes apart from that, and yeah, the deck, it's working, I think, the way it should be, but I think there are some problems with the deck, as I go a bit more into at the end of games discussion that I usually have. But essentially, I feel like Kroxa itself is the problem. That you have to have so many cards in the deck to build around Kroxa. So you need so many cards to escape, and that's pretty much the only reason why you run Discovery Dispersal over something like Omen of the Sea, or something else. And it's also just, it gets run over by aggro a little bit too reliably, I think, and I feel like it's sort of like it wants to do something, but it's just not quite good enough at doing what it wants to do. So what it wants to do is discard the hand, but it doesn't do that as well as Rakdos discard. It wants to control the board, but it doesn't do that as well as Azorius controls the board. And it wants to get Planeswalkers out on the field, but it doesn't do that as well as Jeskai puts Planeswalkers out on the field. So it's sort of like, it's like a jack of all trades, master of none. It just wants to do too much, I think. And I think that is okay, but it's its downfall if you want to have like a really strong deck. Like, this deck can take on pretty much anything in the meta, and you might not win, but you'll be able to put up a pretty damn good fight, in most cases anyway. And theoretically, you can beat every single deck in the meta. Like, against the Azorius control deck, you could potentially discard them to shit, and then from there, just win out. Against the mono-red deck, you have board wipes and removal out the wazoo. Against Reclamation, you have discard, Whirlwind Denial, and ways to get rid of their Wilderness Reclamation. And against mono black, you got Intervention to get rid of cards from their graveyard. You got Whirlwind Denial to counter the stack of triggers that they have. And you have board wipes to deal with their creatures. So potentially you can deal with any big deck in the meta. It's just that other decks do it better because they're more focused. And I think that's the problem with this deck. Anyway, I hope you enjoy today's games, and I thank you very much for watching. Good luck in your ranked games, and I hope you have a really nice day. Seems that we're up against a dead meme. That is a very dead meme. Ow, my ears! That's from that fucking Citizen Champion or whatever. Ugh. I can't escape it. We'll do the temple, so then I can shock in Watery Grave to have Rakdos open. Oh my god, I hope that effect ends soon. Come on! Ah! It's so loud and obnoxious. No, I already have a Chemist's Insight. Ooh, I could get rid of that Clover. I think I do that next turn though. This turn I remove what's in their hand. Temur Clover. Okay. Let's get rid of one of those Clovers. I don't feel like them getting triple wishes. That's not very cash money of you. I prefer something else. Okay. So I could Kroxa, go for the double discard, or the single discard rather. And then I could intervention, get rid of the Innkeeper. And if they don't draw a land, or if they draw a tapped land, then I can get rid of the Fae as well. Okay, well then I can get rid of one of the two things they get. Sorry, one of the three things they get. Chandra. You're 2 land away from that though. 1,000 Year Storm. Doesn't work with copies though. Slaying Fire. Alright, let us go for that. Let's go Kroxa. And let's get rid of Chandra, I think. Nope. How many cards do I have in my yard? 8. Alright. Guess I'm playing Kroxa. Okay, see ya. I want that. Do I want Dispute? Probably not actually. I do want Thief. I want Warboss. Yeah, let's check in Warboss. I don't want you. Not so much you. And I could go down on maybe by 1. I think we'll do that. No. Big no. Definitely gonna keep a no land hand. Alright, we'll keep that. Dump you. And probably like that. And just leave everything that we can play multiple times. Yeah, sure. I do want land though, so maybe I shouldn't have kept that. Clover. Let's not have Clover. Clover again. Yes. Let's get rid of the Packlight, I think. Seems like they got mana screwed too. Well, not 2. We were gonna draw 1, but they got mana screwed. Cool. We start out tapped, but, you know. What can you do? May as well start out tapped with triple hand hate. That's pretty fucking nice. Maybe it would have been better to get rid of all this. I'm not sure. Ah. Yeah, I'm happy for that to be the old ritual of Sit. Because that's pretty nice. Not that intimidated by them bringing back the Gutter Bones, because I can just Storm's Wrath if they do. Looks like that is what I'm doing. Oh, yeah. Start drawing extra cards. I just drew a Chemist's Insight, so... Ooh, a Murderous Rider. Nice. Okay, I would very much like to draw a land at one point. Yeah, because I can double pump it. If I intervene for 2, I gain more life than if I intervene for 3. Just in case they have removal, I want more bodies on the board.
The shadows awaken.
Ooh, spooky.
Will resonate, will suffer for your cause. All your fears are given form.
Okay, just defend Lurker. Yeah, they're looking for like a Gary. If they get a Gary, I'm almost dead. It's a pretty impactful exile. Ooh, my own Gary. So I want Well, I would have wanted Ayara and the demon and then Gary, because I think that's probably the best way to do it. Exile cards from the hand or graveyard is good. I want Thief. How many flyers do they have? They got Rankle, and they got the 4/4 demon before, so maybe not. What else do I not really want? Probably less of that. Kroxa is good, but probably less of. I like Intervention. I like Ashiok, probably less of you. Less. I think that's how I want to run it. Yeah, no. This is missing about 2 land. So is that. Cool. I guess I just took them all out. Ah well. Less of you, and he might be a bit too expensive at this point, so we'll do it like that. Unfortunately, with the amount of discard that they have, this might be a bit rough. So I exile the Eat. Okay. Okay. I will probably Rampage, honestly. It's like I'm photo raising. Ayara. Gary. Wake up. Will they do it again? They still get it. But less so now. Oh, is that a kill spell? I will block that every fucking day of the week. And really hope I draw an untapped land. Because if I do, then I can kill that and make a blocker. Fuck. Oh, shit. If they have a swamp, I'm dead, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. Arrgh. And they don't really better to mill myself here. Yeah. I'm alive for a short amount of time. Ow. Well, if they got another Gary, I'm dead. Or if they have an Ayara. Or a kitty cat. Or a Rankle. Yeah. It was gonna be hard to win that since we mulled to 5. It's gonna be real fucking hard. Alright, maybe I don't want Agonizing Remorse. Maybe I do want these ones. Do I want any creatures? I don't think so. Okay, well that looks a bit more reasonable in the land department. I can go Temple into Watery Grave into Thought Erasure. So I have a good turn 2 plan. More Thought Erasures? Cool. Let's try and find like a Blood Wipe or something. Remorse or double Gutter Bones. I think I get rid of either the Ayara or Murderous Rider here. Probably the Ayara. I mean, you're good. So they're gonna take my Ashiok. Okay. Okay, let's go to raise. Get rid of the Murderous Rider. We don't need more. Fortunately, we're not under terrible pressure yet. ETG will be nice. Ouch. That means that knight can just kill the God Eternals thing. And they can just survive it as well. So I should kill Gutter Bones and mill myself again. Try and find a something good. A Ritual of Soot would be great. Cry of the Canarium will have to do, I suppose. I can possibly find a kill spell for that. Okay, that was a really good play from them. Yeah, that was a really good play. Yeah. Oh, I'm dead. Good game. That was a really nice Spectre Shriek. So, I think that really shows, it's one of the problems of this Kroxa Grixis deck, is that aggro is really good, and we don't really deal with it very well, even if we have the 4 board wipes main board, and then the 2 sideboard, as well as intervention, and all this removal. Sometimes you can just get burst down, and it's a bit slow. So honestly, I like the idea of putting Kroxa in a Grixis deck, but the amount of cards that you have to put around it, so for example, Kroxa and then 4 discoveries to put stuff in your graveyard, or you know, stuff like that. You know, you just have to put a lot of stuff into your graveyard to run Kroxa for it to be worth it. And I feel like those 7 slots currently, originally it was way more, but currently those 7 slots could be fulfilled better by 7 other cards. Like, you could have maybe 3 Ritual of Soot, 3 Storm's Wrath main board, and then you could still have room for like 3 Agonizing Remorse. And you could go like super into control. You could have room for maybe another land and some more counterspells if you wanted to go down a more counterspelly route, which is something I want to try out one day. But yeah, I honestly feel like Kroxa is a really good card in another deck. Not quite in this one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Good luck in your ranked games, and I hope you have a really nice day.